Well, thousands marched with Al Sharpton over the weekend in Washington, D.C., and in New York City, there was a different protest against the police with a hateful message. Aren't types of demonstrations doing more harm than good? It's a question everyone's asking. We're here now to get some perspective on this from Dr. Alveda King. She is the niece of the late Martin Luther King, Jr., and joins us now. Dr. King, thank you for being with us here. When you heard the protests in New York City saying, "What do we want? Dead cops," what was your reaction?
Elizabeth, that is just so shocking. Many probably don't know, but I'm old enough at 64 to have marched in the 20th century, in the Children's March in Louisville, Kentucky. And when we chanted, "What do you want?" and we'd say, "Freedom." You know, so today, what do you want? Jobs, better economy, safe families. But what do you want? Dead cops? Oh, my goodness.
So they're obviously either hearing a message that they're just spitting out, or they're feeling justified in this movement by hate at the base of it. And it's really sad. What would your uncle say right now at this point in time? Because it's an open wound in our nation right now.
Well, you know, my uncle, my dad, his brother, Reverend A.D. King, Uncle M.L. Martin Luther King, they modeled Gandhi, Jesus Christ, certainly, with nonviolent, peaceful protesting. And one of the youngest children that was arrested in Birmingham was 3 years old. And the reporters asked him, "Why are you doing this? What do you want?" And the little 3-year-old boy said, "Tatum." He was trying to say freedom. And so my uncle would ask for peace and for justice, certainly justice, but dead cops are not going to set anybody free, having, you know, that type of reaction. So my uncle would certainly just encourage people to be peaceful. That's just rabble-rousing.
Well, speaking of rabble-rousing, a lot of people would look at Reverend Al Sharpton, who seems to be taking a major step in leadership when it comes to race in this nation, and how close he is. 61 times he's visited the White House. Does it make you uncomfortable that his words, his notions, are now taking the lead, perhaps over the words of your great-uncle?
Well, I actually believe that we can overcome evil with good, and my uncle showed me how to do that. Uncle M.L. did, my dad, A.D., Daddy King, my granddaddy. And so I'm joining with leaders from across the country to encourage peaceful, nonviolent protests. People do need jobs and work and good housing, good education. Of course we do. We don't want to be killed in the streets, no. But this is not the way to get our answers and our solutions.
Dr. Alveda King, we treasure your time here and your wisdom and all that you can bring us back to, and really look forward for quick peace. Thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you so much.
Always.